Did you post a photo?
Not yet.
Oh, I thought you posted a picture.
No. Okay, so another story time video. I know I said I was gonna make the second story time video of my worst date ever, but this experience is nice and fresh. Okay, so me and Kristen decided that like for the first like kind of night of summer, we're gonna go to the drive-in. So I pick her up. I have all these treats for us. Where's the other Fun Dip? 2 bags of Fun Dip dealer, salt and vinegar. So
Salt and pepper.
yeah. So we're driving into the 2 Cascade Drive-In, and we get our tickets. First of all, I'm like, oh, we're gonna stay for both the movies, because that's like a secret thing you say to get a price discount off. And he was like,
the price is the same.
so we're like,
He was really confused.
he was like,
Okay, cool.
I know.
We're gonna stay for both of the movies. Great. I'll be sure to check in on it.
So then he's like,
That's gonna be 10 for both of you.
we're like, okay. So we get our tickets. He's like,
Okay, you can either park in rows 5 through 11.
I'm like, got it. And I pull through and I wipe out this
Well,
like,
all you hear is we like slow down and we look at each other and we're just like, what the hell?
first of all,
just
I was like pooping my pants. I was so scared. I was like,
she was so quiet and she's never quiet.
and Kristen was like,
It's not like that.
you were laughing though.
Yeah, I
it
was
made me feel
laughing.
better though.
Yeah.
First of all, I have terrible luck driving to this freaking drive-in. The last time I drove here, I ran a red light and the cameras got me. It was like flash, 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 and it's like me driving. I'm like,
Paparazzi got her.
no pictures. So
please.
then the guy goes, wait, do you have the video on your snap? Play it for them, play it for them. Do you want me to?
We got a car here that pulled in and wiped out our yellow sawhorses and did a pretty good number on the side of her car too.
Did a pretty good number.
Pretty good number.
Did a pretty good number.
Now we'll show you what happened to my car. This happened.
Not even bad.
No, you can barely even tell. So then we are like, he's like, call some guy on the, what was it, a walkie-talkie?
Yeah.
Or he looks over this girl, he's like,
Karen, what should I do about
she's like, call Bill. So he gets on the walkie-talkie, he's like,
this girl just really banged up the...
what is it called?
Yellow horse.
He called it
tilter
a
or
yellow
something like
horse,
that. I don't
something
know.
It's basically just a metal pole, and it looks like this,
It has
and it has
4 legs.
4 legs. So the guy gets on the microphone, he's like, first of all, the guy he was on the microphone with said, well, you shouldn't have put it there, blah, blah, blah. And so then Kristen's like, you didn't...
Oh, wait, so this is what happened. He called the guy, and the guy was just like, well, why'd you put it there? And he's like,
Well, we put it there so that people don't run into the box offices.
and I'm just thinking to myself, you know, when was the last time that somebody probably rammed into the box offices? So,
And not only that, there's a yellow, like, cement part that goes next to it. So it was the box office, yellow cement.
but it was a gradual, like, slope. So it wasn't
Yeah.
even like she would feel a bump if she went up on it anyways.
So then it was that, and then it was the metal horse.
Yeah.
And then he gets on the walkie-talkie, and he's like,
Well, it's gonna be $30.
and I was like cooperative and so nice to him. I'm like, I'm so sorry. He was so rude. He was just like talking with like a terrible voice in his tone. It was really freaking me out. I was like, oh my God. And so
And she shouldn't have paid for it. Like,
he goes, it's
was
gonna
just
be
in a very bad
$30.
place.
It's like gone. And I'm like, oh well, I don't have the $30 on me. He's like, okay. So he talks to the guy on the walkie-talkie, and he's like, well, then they're gonna have to go. And I'm like, and so Kristen's like, I got you. And I'm
it
like,
was just ridiculous. He had a very sour, like, taste in his mouth. Like, he was just very rude about it. Like, he must have had a very bad day.
very
Like,
bad.
like, this is the weekend. This is the end of the week. Like, you're supposed to be happy, and this guy is just so negative. Like, a negative Nancy.
Yeah, so we're driving away, and I'm like,
Thanks for being so nice about it.
but I thought I was like really like
Well, okay.
sarcastic and rude.
That's what she said. You said, as we were driving away, she goes out the window. She's like, thanks for being so nice about it. And I was like, Chelsea, why are you being nice to him? Like, he was being a bad person. And she's like, I was being sarcastic. I'm like, it did not sound sarcastic. Like, if you wanted me to say something, I would have said something worse.
So now we are $50 down from where we started at the beginning of the ride.
Wait, and the junk food.
Oh, and all of our junk food. So, yeah, so if you want to come to Cascade Drive-In, be careful of the metal horses.